Niggas feeling good.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room
You could,
there.
bro, if you want. I put it up.
If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Fuck that, nigga.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last
run. I dropped the glass,
run.
chill. Fuck that, nigga. I'm trying to win, nigga. Fuck this 80%, nigga. Niggas is going.
Here's Trubisky. He's going to fire on deep left sideline.
Out of bounds.
What they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
Let's go. Come on.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
I am getting most of the first, but they think I need some yards.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to
fire fast?
Deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Sit them down. Come on.
Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him as it.
All right, no doubt. Who that? Yeah. Oh, dang. This shit getting windy. It's about to rain or some shit. What's going on? I don't know. It's getting real windy. Yeah. I don't know. This shit about to be a good one. Nah, nigga, I don't quit, boy.
It'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Nah, boy. It's all good. It's a long game.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Shit out.
The throw there finding its way to Boyle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the...
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
first and 10. It's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Jackson to throw again. Steps away to his left. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. Leonard Floyd. He's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Pressure again, and down he goes again. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big pickup of 38. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On second down, here's Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Here we go. Check the outlaw. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the ball.
Play action. It's Jackson.
That's me. That's me.
It's brought in
That's
here
my
by
fault.
Willie Snead.
That's my
And they
fault.
get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson.
I feel you.
Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
What other teams you got in other
I
leagues?
got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jackson now, throwing again. Flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They go play action with Jackson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's caught at the 10. He is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Give him 35 yards there on the
Bro,
third down
up there
conversion.
all the way swatting, son. That's that Madden shit for you, boy. It's that Madden shit for you, Sway.
From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive
Get the
before they
fuck
finally
outta
turned
here.
around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Mike in there.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in
Yo,
from 2
I had to
yards
put my
out.
hands on
and the
him.
Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Wow.
Clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
That was big.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. To throw is Jackson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Here's Jackson. But he's got his man, Marquise Brown. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I live with this nigga throwing the ball.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Jackson under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And for Jackson, this may be a free play. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Now Tucker to add the PAT.
I think the speed is fast. Like, how you got this nigga?
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
This nigga that nice.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe we can get this game tied up.
First down, a run with Cohen. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Trubisky to throw. Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
180! Red, go! Coming for the son! I'm coming for the son! Red, go! Check 45! Hey, Alpha!
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. They go play action now. Jackson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Play action. Now Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll run on 1st down. Cohen. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside.
I saw him right there. He saw right to the nigga, right to it. That was obvious.
Jefferson.
That was obviously.
As his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Caught right side, it's Snead. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson to throw. Buying time to his left. And some room to maneuver. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
Try some shit out.
58,
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson.
What?
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Leonard Floyd picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Now it's Jackson. That's caught. It's Chris Moore. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They begin with a run by Davis. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now the pass brought in by Roberts. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. This is Ingram. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
That's good shit.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on in that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And it's third down.
Get me here, my nigga. I'm gonna definitely get away and count. Watch him.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now Brown. Well, that a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10.
Their defense is pretty good. Niggas, their defense is good.
Here's Jackson off the play fake, rolling to his right. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Buster Screen. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem? Every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
On second and 12, Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tim Williams. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot in this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
You got to have dudes that's going to be able to get off.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short.
Good solid 3 wide receivers playing the Ravens.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
These wide receivers ain't that good. They all right.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky.
I threw it right to the nigga.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And this is picked up by the Bears.
He ain't going nowhere. Jackson got him. He ain't going nowhere.
And that will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside.
That nigga started fucking walking, bro. That nigga said, nah, I'm not going to get my ass in here. That nigga gave it up, son.
To keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar.
That nigga Jackson came out of nowhere. Nigga dragged his ass down.
Following the fumble recovery is Trubisky, escaping the pressure right. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football hitters, we welcome you back.
Definitely good,
and let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on second down. Trubisky. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears.
It's going to be a good, I'm telling you, seeing you 2 times. Yeah, it's going to be good.
And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in
if you
for
think
6.
you coming through beat niggas every
They get one
every
more
time.
as the extra points up and good. And now
Uh-uh.
things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Well, like, what you about to do after this, though? I'm about to join the league. I haven't joined the league yet. How many niggas join, man? Shit. Fuck.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram.
Oh, shit.
He's got a first down and more past the 30. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he slides to avoid the hit. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Good game, though, bro.
Able to maneuver in for the sack. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right through.